The dollar today, the dollar index is at a 4-year low. Against the Swiss franc, the U.S. dollar is at an all-time record low today. Consumer confidence just plunged to a 12-year low. And as you said, gold is at an all-time record high. So, Trump is trying to sell the U.S. economy as, the hottest in the world. But according to consumers and investors, it is the coldest in the world. If you had to grade the economy, you'd have to give it an F. The main reason, though, to own gold.
We just got good numbers on durable goods. We've had pretty solid numbers. I mean, granted, consumer sentiment is very iffy depending on the month. But, Peter, people's incomes are pretty solid. We're starting to see some real gains in productivity. Call it the coldest.
We're not seeing that, Liz. Unfortunately, the numbers are not accurate. They're highly skewed. They're going to be revised, and a lot of it is being influenced by inflation. Inflation is going to be much more pernicious over the next few years than it was when Biden was president. Unfortunately, that's what gold and silver are telling you. They are a warning. Just like in 2007, when the subprime market blew up, something that I had been forecasting would happen for years and something that I bet against. When that happened, I knew that it was foreshadowing a bigger crisis that hit the following year. But the mainstream investment community, the Federal Reserve, Ben Bernanke said that subprime was contained. He didn't understand the problem. Gold and silver are warning about a bigger crisis that's going to hit either later this year or maybe next year. We are headed for a U.S. dollar crisis.
Well, let's jump in on the dollar. Let me just jump in. Except for the yuan at the moment, the U.S. dollar is weaker against all major currencies. In fact, it's hitting a 4-year low. Sometimes people say, well, you don't want too strong a dollar because that means, multinational companies here in the United States, their products become more expensive. So where's the sort of middle ground here?
Yeah, well, it's actually weaker against the yuan, too, because the other currencies, the way your charts look, it's the other currencies going up. But then in the yuan, it shows the dollar going down. Look, the dollar is weaker across the board. And this is a vote of no confidence in the U.S. economy, in the U.S. government's ability to manage its finances. The nail in the coffin was the big, beautiful bill, because before Trump was elected, there was actually some hope that the U.S. might actually, get a handle on spending and cut government spending. You had Elon Musk coming in with Doge, but unfortunately they ran him out of town because there's no stomach, even in the Republican Party, for cutting government spending. So the deficits are running out of control, even more now than they were before. And now you have Trump antagonizing the world with tariffs that aren't really on the world. The tariffs are on Americans because there's no floor on the dollar, so there's no ceiling on gold. But, Liz, the important thing is not that Trump backed away from his threats to invade Greenland. The fact of the matter is he put it out there that he was considering it and that he would use America's military might that we only possess because the rest of the world finances it. We depend on the world. They provide us with the goods that we don't produce. They loan us the money we don't save. Trump has it backwards. The world economy doesn't work because of us. Our economy works because of the world. We have a dysfunctional consumer-based credit economy that rests on the foundation of the U.S. dollar's reserve. The world economy doesn't work because of us. Our economy works because of the world. We have a dysfunctional consumer-based credit economy that rests on the foundation of the U.S. dollar's reserve currency status, and the world is now pulling the rug out from under the U.S. The dollar is going to collapse. The dollar is going to be replaced by gold. Central banks are buying gold to back up their currencies. They're getting rid of dollars. They're getting rid of treasuries. We are headed for an economic crisis, again, that will make the 2008 financial crisis look like a Sunday school picnic. The biggest difference between the crisis that we're about to have and the one we had back then is this one is all in America. It's not going to be exported to the rest of the world. It's not a global financial crisis. It's an American financial crisis. The rest of the world is actually going to benefit.
I need to get in here. You sound like Jamie Dimon, doom and gloom. But Peter, the last time you were on the show.